Hi, if you're looking for a compact, portable but high-powered PA, this could be the answer. We're taking this new EVOLVE 50 out on the road, out in the field, to check out and test in different venues. From discos, live entertainers, to jam nights, to karaoke, across the board, to give this a good little road test and let you people check it out. This is the EVOLVE 50 column on a mini tour of Yorkshire. Hi, I'm Chris from Full Volume. We are a retailer of entertainment, sound and lighting. We don't put prices on our channel, so the EV speaker system we're checking out today you'll find in the description link below. Let's jump to the demonstration. In a short while further in the video, we're going to do a time setup to give you an idea how quickly this PA system can be set up. Okay guys, let's start the stopwatch. We're going to see how quickly we can set this up, or should I say take it nice and steady, but the setup time. I'm going to use my stopwatch on the iPhone of course, and so that way we can give a good idea as to what we're doing. As you can see there, we've set it to 0, and a nice leisurely setup time. Here we go, setting the stopwatch. Taking the item out of the bag. Find the zip, it's there, the zip. Taking it out of the bag. Remove the cover, it has got a little flip-up lid there to be able to take the handle off. We then fit this pole, the electrical connections are inside the pole here, straight into that. And the top, with its curved J-style cabinet, straight on the top. And that's it. And we stop the watch, and the time reads. That's got to be one of the quickest setup times that you're ever likely to get for a PA. Forgot to plug the power lead in. Before we do that, I would just like to go through a few of the basic things with this portable PA for you. There are 3 elements to this unit. There's the top cabinet that we have here with the J-shaped top cabinet design. There's the base unit, the timber construction cabinet that's quite lightweight and quite portable, and then there's the special little link, which is this device here, which is the connecting pole. But this connecting pole also has, I don't know if you can quite see in there, but I'll try holding it up. There's some electrical connections inside there that provide the power and the support to this portable PA system. Just out of sight here, I've got the EVOLVE 50, which is on the floor, but for demonstration purposes, you can see how that clicks into there quite quickly. Now, because we can't quite get this all in the picture, I'll just hold this up so you can see it here. You probably noticed that the cabinet has got this J-shape arrangement. And the idea behind that is that when you put it on the stage scenario, as EV explains it, that this is designed to create HF for the people that's just off stage, and the top cabinet projects it to the back of the room. But all the drivers are hidden behind this heavy duty sort of bash proof type grille that's on there, and what we're going to do now is just pop that on there so you can see quickly how that sets up, like so. This system, this portable PA system, can be used as a single stick mode. You can just use that on its own for smaller gigs, and it's also got a built-in mixer, so it can be used in standalone mode. But I'll go through some of the connections that's on here later on in the video. Now you can use this with the integral mixer, which will go into that a little bit more in the video where I'll do a close-up of it and a talk through of it. Now the other key thing with this system is it can be used with Bluetooth. Now the Bluetooth, you compare with a mobile device like the Apple type phones or the Android type phones. There's also a downloadable app, a very simple app called Quick Smart Mobile app. Now that will give you some control over volume and some control over equalization on this mobile application that will work by Bluetooth. Through Bluetooth you can connect to 6 Evolve 50 portable PA stacks which can be set around the room. There's also in there a facility to set up time delays between each speaker, so if you have got speakers that are slightly further apart than each other, you can delay the signal to each. Now whether or not that's available on Bluetooth or not, I don't know, I'd have to check that out. Now this system can also be used on an external mixer. Now the external mixer of course is like a small band type mixer, giving you more input choice with onboard effects, that kind of thing. Now you can still use that as a single stack stereo system or 2 devices as mono systems. The processing engine allows for easy setup via 4 presets: music, live, speech and club. There is 3 band EQ. There is 5 user programmable presets which you can store and recall the settings as required. There's an output delay, where output delay if you want to delay the sound to each of those speakers, and visual monitoring of the limiter status. I would like to just take you through the facilities that this mixer has got on the back. I'm going to talk you through the mixer input facilities, the onboard mixer here. On input 3 we've got a 3.5mm stereo jack that can be connected here from mobile devices like Apple or Android. We've also got the phono input, which can be used for example mini disc players or CD players or any auxiliary input, and the attenuation is done with the volume control at the top. Now also we can use the input 3 for the volume control for the Bluetooth facility. Now the Bluetooth is naturally just paired up automatically, there's no sort of login numbers or anything like that, you just search for this device and pair it. Going to the other 2 inputs here, we've got input 1 and input 2. Now this takes the 3-pin balance line XLR input, or it will take the TRS jack also that will go into this connection. It's not immediately obvious, but it does take that input facility there. Now when going in on a line level, for example from a mixer, you would keep these volume controls at the center detent in the top there at 12 o'clock, as that is the line level input at 0.775 millivolts. And that's same for input 2 as well. If you decide to plug a microphone into it and possibly use a condenser with phantom power, you then use it from 12 o'clock onwards to about the 5 o'clock position there. That is then the control for microphone use. It's a dual purpose volume control. So from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock is for line level input, and from 12 o'clock to about 5 o'clock is for mic attenuation there. Now we can then go through to this through connection here, which is a balance line XLR output. If you've got an input going into input 1 here, you can link straight out through direct the same signal going out to another device there. If you want to use the onboard mixer has got a mixer output facility here, so you can plug your microphones in and your music in here, mix it as you require, and it will play through this existing Evolve here. But then you can tap the signal off from the mix out and take this down to a second Evolve 50 from this unit here. Right then guys, we're going to go now and have a close-up of this menu here. I'm going to try and zoom in and see if we can pick it up a little bit better for you. Hi, we're going to go through the menu now on the back of the unit on the DSP. So we're going to start off with the normal screen. As you can see there, there's a little lock key in the top right hand side. It automatically locks itself until you start going into the menu button. So if you now press the center button, and we're going now into the menu, of which then you can attenuate the decibel rating, which 0 dB is the standard level when you're using it to plug a mixer, an external mixer, into it. Now there are some 4 EQ presets that's in there. You've got your live, you can toggle through to speech, club and music. They're the 4 preset EQ sounds. Now we're going to be using it in a live situation with some bands, some musicians, using it for their scenario. So now we click on that and we go down to the sub-level. Now the sub-level is currently set at 0 dB, which is its default setting. If we enter into that, we can go through and alter the decibel rating. We can increase it to plus 10 dB, so you can decrease it minus down to virtually mute. If you look at it the other way, it keeps on going and going, minus 54, minus 60, minus 71, and so on to the mute setting. So we've scrolled to that. Now we're not going to mute it, we're going to come out of that and take it back up to the 0 dB setting, where there's a standard 0.775 millivolt line level input. So if I then just take that back to 0 and we'll leave it there, so it's in default mode at 0 dB. We can now scroll down to the treble control. Now it's set to 0 or flat, which is 0 dB, but it has got a minus 12 dB to plus 6 dB attenuation on that. We can scroll down to the mid frequency. Now the mid frequency gives us 0 dB as a default, which again is flat, to minus 12 dB to plus 6 dB attenuation on the mid control. That tends to be used for if we're using it with the built-in mixer. If you're using an external mixer, you would keep everything set to 0 dB. Now you've also got on this a mid frequency control. Now it's set to 1200 Hertz default setting. Now you can then go to, if we enter into that, you can alter that mid frequency. Where is it? It goes down to 200 Hertz up to 1200 Hertz. That's the mid frequency adjustment. I'll not go into that because it'll be quite a long way that we can scroll through that. So we're now going to go down to the bass frequency control. Again, it's set to 0 dB as default, and you've got minus 12 to plus 6 dB attenuation. Come back out of that. We can also go down to phantom power. Now again, if we're using the internal mixer, phantom power is utilised for condenser type microphones that require a small voltage to make them work. So you've got the on and off on phantom power, that's on mic 1, and the same phantom power on and off on mic 2. So come out of that. Now we're going to scroll down to the mix out. Now on the mix out, this is an either or option. We've got left and right, which again is set to default. You can set it to just right. Now delay, we've got the meters and feet. You can attenuate the limiting delay controls, which you can go into that, but there are some increments on that. So I think we'll just go down to that, just have a little look. As you've got, it converts it into feet or meters, whichever you prefer to work in. So if you're familiar with meters, you can adjust the meters. If you are familiar with feet, you can adjust the feet. So that's sort of the distance away that you're working with. We'll go back to that. Now we'll scroll down to the LED. Now you can turn the LED on or off, which is on the front. It sometimes can be a distraction, but it's there if you want to use that. You can also set it to a limit light if you want it to flash that way, and also you've got the control app. So if you're pairing it with the external Bluetooth controller. We're going to back out of that. Click on that. In fact, we'll leave the LED on, I think. Right. LED on. Display. Now this is an interesting one. This is on the actual display that we're looking at now, so I don't think I'm going to go into that too much because I might end up going in the dark. But it gives you the option for LCD brightness. You can dim it, or you've got the brightness level. Now, of course, you can increase the brightness level to what you want it to be. With that, between sort of 5 is default, 1 being the dimmest and 10 being the brightest. You can also alter the contrast as well between 1 and 10, as number 5 is set as default as we can see there. Coming back, there are some settings that you can use. If you've got certain regular venues that you do, you can give each venue a memory, so you can save your EQ settings for that given room or a particular scenario. But there are, in terms of the memories, there is 5 memories in total that you can use. And then there's also, once you've got them, you can store them, or you can go down to recalling the given memories. It's currently empty, so we'll go back to that. Exit back. Bluetooth. Now you've got the control app that you can pair with it, which is on or off, or you can stream it, which is pairing of course with mobile devices for streaming the audio through to it. We'll go back out of that. Reset. If you get into a situation where you've put lots of memories in and you've adjusted various settings and you get a little bit confused, you can go into reset and start with a rubbing board, rub it all off, and then start again with your reset menu. Info. Now we'll click on this and have a little look. That's giving us a description of the current firmware that it's with. Of course, the firmware version, which gives an insight to what model you've got. So we'll press it again to come out of it. And that's basically it, just running through the DSP options there. But it can be as simple as you want it to be, or quite as versatile with a built-in mixer as you would like it to be. But I do hope you've enjoyed the movie, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Come down and check it out in our showroom. To check the price, just click on the link below to go straight to our website. We hope this short video has been of help to you. If it has, please like and share. If you would like to keep up with all the great technology here at Full Volume, please subscribe. Thank you for watching Full Volume TV.